ultramarathon runner, health pioneer, fruit lover, lifestyle consultant, motivational speaker, running on fruit to save the world one banana at a time.
Hi, I'm Marta from Rawesome, and today I'm in Fresh Food Festival and I would like to say something about running in a row.
Hi, I'm Grant Campbell, also known as Raw Aussie Athlete. I work full-time with food and sport, foodandsport.com, and I run ultramarathons.
So maybe can you tell us something about how you start a raw diet, and you run before a raw diet or no? How it was?
Okay. Before a raw diet, I was eating a cooked vegan diet, and I was running then. But when I changed to a raw diet, my running improved dramatically. I took hours off my ultramarathon race times without changing my running training, just through changing my diet and getting enough sleep. So that was a pretty dramatic change.
And when you start raw, it was fully raw diet, or you just eat a little bit of raw and then a small of cooked vegan, or how it was?
Yeah, when I changed to a raw diet, I listened to a program called the Perfect Health Program, which explains it explains everything about the lifestyle, how much food to eat, what qualities to look for in food to know that it's healthy, and it's kind of answered all my questions. So I just went 100% raw straight away after listening to that program overnight. Just low fat. 80-10-10 as they call it, the 80-10-10 diet, just low fat, raw vegan, just a diet of fresh fruits and vegetables. Eating a lot of vegetables and getting most of my calories from fruit. So when I run races, I'm doing it mostly on fruit. I also have some celery and other things, similar things to give me some extra minerals for electrolytes. But yeah, apart from that, fruit is where I get all my fuel from and most of my nutrition.
And can you tell what you eat during rice, for example, which is your basic meals? You have how much time you have to stop and eat, or maybe you eat during the rice? How it was?
Yeah, during my races, there's a lot of variation. Depends on whether I'm running around a track or whether I'm running through some wilderness trail where I've got to carry all my stuff. Sometimes I have checkpoints. I have maybe a support crew that can give me food along the way. So depending on those conditions, I choose my food differently, but the foods I do best on are sweet, juicy fruits like mango. I ran 175 kilometres through mountains in Australia in 2012, and it took me 34 hours, and I ate 18 kilos of mango during that race, 2 heads of celery, and about 25 medjool dates, and drank 10 litres of water. During the race, it was just before summer, so it was quite hot, so I needed a lot of water. But I actually got 14 litres of water from the mangoes. So I got more water from my food than I got from drinking water. And that made it really easy to race on. So when I was eating my food, I was also getting water. And that just worked brilliantly. It gave me simple sugars, which could fuel my cells straight away. Because there wasn't fat in my system, the sugar gets straight out of your bloodstream to your cells. Everything just works really well.
Did people ask you sometimes about some supplements, and what you can answer them? Have you take everything from fruit and veggies, or you take something?
Yeah, I don't take any supplements. I just eat raw fruits and vegetables. I think if you are experiencing symptoms of a problem, like say you have some symptoms of a B12 deficiency or an iron deficiency, then I don't hesitate to recommend people to try to take a supplement and see if that fixes the problem. If they feel better, then that sort of shows that was probably the problem. But I don't recommend that people stay on a diet of supplementing forever. I think if you created a need to supplement, there's a problem in what you're doing. So if we needed to supplement, we wouldn't be on the planet. Our species wouldn't be here because we haven't always been supplementing since the beginning of time. Other animals in nature, none of them are supplementing their diet. They have a diet that they thrive on, that is available to them easily in nature, that they love to eat. And I think humans are the same, and I think our diet is a frugivorous diet, similar to the chimpanzees. We eat a lot of fruit, we eat some vegetables, and that's the bulk of our diet. Sometimes chimpanzees may eat some insects or whatever else, but it's not. It's a very, very small part of their diet. And I think fruits and vegetables meets our needs. Sometimes people can be really stressed and they might blow through their B vitamins really fast and then have to take a supplement. Well, the answer isn't to take supplements and stay stressed. The answer would be to remove the cause. Stop being so stressed. Figure out what it is, why. Find a better way to live your life so you're not feeling stressed all the time, and so you don't lose your B vitamins. Things like that. So I always advocate people removing the cause of problems rather than putting a band-aid over the problem and sort of ignoring the problem and just letting the problem stay and then just take a supplement, because that doesn't work long term. It might be okay short term, but it's not going to last long term.
And which kind of water you drink during the rice and also during your preparation? It's purified water, or you have water with some minerals?
I don't look for any nutrition in my water other than to just get water from it to hydrate myself. I get minerals from my food, so I'm not looking to get other nutrition from my water. So when I have water, I just want the purest water I can find. It can be distilled water, which is the same as the way rain works. It can be reverse osmosis water. Sometimes it can be fresh water from a river where I know there's no pollution. In some countries up in rainforests, I really love drinking the water there.
Okay, great. And do you recommend it organic fruits and veggies? Would you feel that it's really better than a regular one?
I think most of the time organic is better, because people that grow organic usually are more aware of how to grow things well. They care about the quality of their soil. They just look after their plants better. They're probably going to pick fruit when it's riper rather than cutting it too early. So the quality of the fruit is generally going to be better, and vegetables are generally going to be better organic. But it's not always the case. Sometimes if you go into a store and you have the choice between a fresh conventional lettuce or a bag of wilted old organic lettuce, that's, which one are you going to choose? Some people would choose the organic lettuce that's nearly bad, and some other people would choose the fresh conventional lettuce. It's not necessarily right or wrong to choose one or the other. The fresh conventional one's going to taste better in the moment, but you might get some chemicals with it. And the organic one, probably not going to get chemicals, but you're eating like swamp sludge.
Yeah.
So it's not always as straightforward. Organic is the best and everything else isn't. But generally, definitely organic, I feel, is more nourishing. When I just eat purely organic food for a long period of time, I feel better. Sometimes I kind of feel like I don't even need to eat as much food, just a little bit. Like just seem to just be more satisfied by organic food.
And do you think that when you share with people some information like now, and also in this festival, it's some chance to change the world, also with some medical problems, with people with health problem, or climate changing? And when we share the information, do you think that it's some possibility to change mind and change people's habits?
I do think we can certainly influence other people, and in all walks of life, through information and through sharing our experiences. We can't make people change, obviously. Change has to come from within. So if you ever try to make somebody change, they're going to put up walls and get defensive, and it won't end well for what you're trying to achieve. But if you put out information and put it out in a way that the person can receive the information in a non-threatening way, not feeling judged, not feeling like you're trying to tell them to change, because nobody wants to be told what to do. Yeah. Then I think more people become sensitive to those issues and start releasing information in a way so it's more given in a more nurturing way to people. Then I think they'll have then there's definitely more hope. And I see it happening already. Already I see the world changing. I see more people choosing healthier lifestyle choices, making healthier lifestyle choices, in part because of the internet age. Just information is so readily available to everybody that it's kind of hard to ignore all the good information that's out there. And the more it spreads and the more people see other people eating more fruit and eating more raw food and low fat and not eating junk, processed, refined foods, then they'll just copy each other because children naturally love to play with fruit, and it's kind of a problem that people are introduced to foods not in a very healthy way because they're just kind of, children see what their parents do and that's how they learn to eat. If they see them eating pizza and burgers and fries and steak or whatever, then that's kind of all they know.
But I hear that now in Australia you have some changing. Also, government says that vegan diet is okay. So, are you happy with this news?
Yeah, just very recently the Australian government released new dietary standards, dietary recommendations, and for the first time they acknowledged that a vegan diet is totally a viable dietary option, not just for certain people, but for anybody, from children. They specify children, for pregnant women, for breastfeeding women, for older people. Everybody can thrive on a vegan diet. And they also acknowledged that for the first time that plant protein is in no way inferior to animal protein. That's been a myth that's been around since they discovered protein back in the mid-1900s, I think it was, when they did some studies based on rats. And rats have different amino acid or different protein needs to what humans do. So the study they did where they determined that animal protein was superior to plant protein was based on the needs of rats. So the study did not apply to humans. And only just now they're updating the dietary recommendations to say that plant protein is in no way inferior to animal protein. And they even went as far to say that having more plant foods in your diet can save you from getting a lot of disease, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, all these things we know that everybody's getting, diseases that just didn't used to occur they used to be rare, and now there's whole hospital wings of, even just for children, of diseases like this. It's pretty, the world has changed a lot based on unhealthy food choices in recent decades, and I think it's really starting to turn around now with good information getting shared.
Thank you for this sharing, for all information, and thank you for this what you're doing here in this festival. It's really inspiring me.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for the next exciting adventure with Raw Aussie Athlete. Here, Raw Aussie Athlete reveals secrets from the depths of the galaxy. Watch Raw Aussie Athlete on his valiant and chivalrous pursuits, surrendering to the noble values of honesty, openness, and integrity, and to the timeless traits of truth, justice, and the 80-10-10 way. How will his life unfold? Which mountain will he next conquer? Where will his heart lead him? Will he find true love? Join Raw Aussie Athlete on his bold, fortuitous journey to unleash passion and purpose upon the universe and beyond. Like, subscribe, visit, add, and follow Raw Aussie Athlete.